A couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with kidney failure, out of the blues. And the doctor told me, I think it was in September, that I wasn't going to see the end of the year. And I was in so much pain. I couldn't pee myself. I couldn't eat. I was just lying down. And I just told God, it's either you take me or you heal me. Like, I was not afraid to die. I was also not afraid to be alive, but I just didn't want to be in pain. I get triggered when I'm having a conversation with people and they say, leave God aside, or let's leave God out of the picture. No, all I've known is God. Without God, I feel like I'm just empty.
What's the biggest misconception that people have about Tega?
They think I'm a bad girl.
They think you're a bad girl. Hello, sisters. Welcome to another episode of Dear Sister. Dear Sister is a safe space for women. In every episode, there is a story, there is a lesson, and most importantly, there is God embedded in our stories. Today, I have one of your faves in the studio with me. She's a career woman, she's an influencer, she's a content creator, she's an entrepreneur. But most importantly, this woman has personalized the name Child of Grace. Once you hear Child of Grace on the internet, you know who we're talking about. I have in the studio with me Tega of Lagos.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
It's my pleasure.
How you feeling?
Tensed.
I promise it's going to be very easy breezy. Once we get into the conversation, it's going to be very light.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so welcome.
Thank you.
So first, this Child of Grace. I mean, the way you don't personalize that thing, I'm like, all of us, we are Child of Grace. We are all children of grace. But I want to ask, was there something that happened that made you personalize it so much?
Yes, actually, there was.
Okay.
A couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with kidney failure, out of the blues. And the doctor told me, I think it was in September, that I wasn't going to see the end of the year, which was December. And I was turning 23 the next year. Wow. So to me, it was like, what do you mean I'm not going to see the end? He said, oh, this stuff is really bad and everything. So I was like, okay. I remember that day I was in the ICU and the nurses were mumbling under their voices and gisting and talking about how, oh my gosh, she's so young and like, you know, this is how her life is going to end and stuff like that. And I was in so much pain. I couldn't pee myself. I couldn't eat. I was just lying down. And then I wanted to do something. I kept pressing the bell. None of them like attended to me. So I had a lot of wires all over me. So I don't know how I mustered the strength. And I went to the door and I locked the door. And I just told God, it's either you take me or you heal me. Like either way, I was fine with any of the options. I was good. Like I already did a voice note to my phone, to my mom, telling her, oh, this land that I have is for you. This clothes. This clothes is for my cousin. Like I just shared my will. Only God knows what I had. But I just shared.
Yeah, 23.
But like I made peace with either of the options. I was okay to go. I was okay to stay. And according to them, I was sleeping for like 2 days. But to me, I slept for like an hour. And when I woke up, I just sat up and told my mom I wanted to pee. And I had not sat up by myself before. So she was, she stretched to hold me. Mm-hmm. But she just left me. I got up. I walked to the toilet. And she was looking at me like, you have those thing inside you.
Catheter.
Why are you? And then I went in, I pulled it out, and I peed. And I came back in. I saw the Indian doctor. He was looking at me like, why are you standing on your feet? My legs were no longer swollen. My stomach was no longer bloated. And they took me for all the tests and everything. Like my kidneys were functioning fine. And I remember that day the matron said in Yoruba that, this girl is a child of grace. They started calling me miracle baby, because the doctor kept saying it's not possible. It's not possible. There's no way she's back to normal. There's no way she's okay. There was no scientific explanation to why I was okay, why my kidneys were functioning. I remember I ran that test like almost 6 times just because the man could not believe that I was okay. And he kept asking me, what did you do? I was like, I didn't do anything. I just told God, either option, I was fine with it. Like, I was not afraid to die. I was also not afraid to be alive, but I just didn't want to be in pain. So whatever you wanted to do, I was okay with it. And that was how the name stuck. And my mom just kept calling me a child of grace. So I just tattooed it on my chest. I made it permanent.
So
that's
you
how
were
it came
unconscious for like 2 days?
Yeah, they said I was in coma, but to me, I thought I slept for like an hour or two.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we understand. We understand. Because you have it everywhere in your house.
Yes,
I'm
it
like,
is-
yo,
it
this
is
girl
my
has personalized
identity.
these things. Yeah, it's an identity. I love how you put that.
I cannot do without it. Even when days are bad, I have to remind myself who I am. So I put my hand on my chest. I get to my house, I see it. It is in my car. It's on my phone. So it's a constant reminder of who I am.
That God who pulled you through from that, there's nothing too big he can't do.
I'm telling you, there's nothing.
I love it. I love it. So we all know Tega of Lagos. When you came into the studio, like, oh, you're familiar. We all know Tega of Lagos, but you're very outspoken, you're very bold, you're audacious.
Wow.
However, before you became this person, you have spoken about a season of your life where you dealt with low self-esteem,
Yes.
where you didn't like the way you looked, which I think is crazy. You didn't like the way you looked.
Yes.
You said you didn't like to smile.
Yes,
I'm like,
didn't.
really?
I didn't.
Tell me a little bit about what you were going through in that season of your life.
Okay, so I went to boarding school, first of all, and I hated every minute of it. Please, parents, talk to your children. If they don't want to go, don't let them go.
I understand.
So my mom is a disciplinarian. My dad is more of the quiet one.
Okay.
I remember when I got to school. So I think I started my period very early in GSS1, and some of my seniors who
How old
had
were you?
not, I was 9.
Oh, well, that's early.
Yes. So my seniors who had not started their period and they were in SS2, SS3 got offended with it. That was how it started. A particular one would seize my pad. One on my period, I would go to school without my pad. I would get stained. My house mistress would flog me. It was a lot. And then I remember...
I don't understand it. It's still strange to me.
It is. It didn't make sense to me because I was still understanding what
your
period
body,
was.
what was
I didn't know what
happening.
was going on. And then I wasn't doing well in school because I genuinely did not like the school. But my mom saw it as, no, you were distracted. So she cut my hair. I had like very long hair. She cut my hair. That was another part of the self-esteem gone because I felt like what made me stand out was how long my hair was, how different my hair was, and then you take it away from me. So I already feel like a shadow of myself. And then I remember one time in dining hall, this senior, I was smiling, I wasn't making noise, and she just got angry, told me to stand on top of the table. And like, if you look at the dining hall, it's like a very long hall from GS1 to like SS3 people, and I was standing on the table, and she insulted me, told me how ugly my smile was, told me I was doing the world a favor if I do not smile. I was just like, wow. After that day, till I left that school, every time I wanted to smile, I had to cover my mouth. And it was not as easy as it is now to talk to my mom then, because she was more of the beating mom than the talking to, because I'm the only girl. So she's like, you cannot afford to be bad.
Yeah.
You cannot afford to be wayward.
Cannot afford to spoil.
Exactly.
I know the feeling.
You cannot afford to not be as good as your brothers. Your brothers are topping the charts. You cannot be behind. So it was always, you need to meet up with your brothers. You need to be at par with them. You even need to be better than them. So it was a lot of pressure, and the low self-esteem I just became a shadow of myself. Any opportunity I had, I wanted to leave school. I wasn't doing well. I was always like 18th out of 20 in school. It just went like GSS3. And I kept telling my mom that I'm not dumb. It's just the school. But my brother finished from there and he was top of the... So she was like, if your brother did well, what do you mean?
Yeah, what's your
It's
excuse?
the school. I was like, I'm not okay mentally. And then in SS1, I think in GSS3, I wrote a letter to my dad. God, Tega. I wrote a letter to my dad and I begged him to please take me out of this school, that I promised I was going to do well in the next school. So I think he spoke to my mom and said, this is becoming too serious.
much, yeah.
This girl cannot even talk to us. She has to write a letter to her parents. There's something we're not doing right. So my dad said, go ahead and change her school. So they changed my school. I thought changing my school was going to make everything better. Not knowing that what was in front for me was... was worse. I'm telling you. But I would take anything other than
That school
that
where
school.
you have been humiliated.
Telling you. So I went to this new school. I felt like, oh, fresh start, beginning of a new season, all things that passed away. My mom started like allowing me to make my hair. So I felt a little bit more confident. And then I got to this new school and I'm being sidelined because I did not have breasts. I was like, what? I'd never ever heard.
In SS1.
Oh, yes. I'd never thought about bra before because the school I was coming from, nobody cared what your body looked like. And then coming here, 80% of the girls in my set were very busty. Okay. I'm talking double D kind of busty.
Oh, wow.
And then me, I'm just here like B cup and people are looking at me like, you cannot talk to us, you cannot work with us. And I was still trying to build my self-esteem. I was still trying to come out of my shell. So being sidelined again was another trauma, and I was a day student. My mom allowed me to be a day student. Yeah. So I would go home, I would come to school, I would cry all through school. There's this bike guy that comes to pick me and take me to school. He will always tell my mom, every time I go and pick Tega, her eyes are always red. She's always crying. At some point, I was walking, like I left school, I was walking home. I forgot that I actually had a bike man coming to pick me. I was so lost in my thoughts. I was just crying till I go home.
How old were you?
I finished at 14 or 15. Yeah. So I was like 13 when this happened. It was a lot for me. And I didn't have the courage to talk to my mom. It's not as if she would have, I don't know what she should have done, but she wasn't welcoming to me. I felt like I'd asked my dad several times, are you sure?
We all went through that season with our mom. Where
this woman really
sure saying that this woman born me. Yeah,
I asked like more than that. I asked a lot. And I think after he told her, I used to write a lot. I used to write in my diary. One day, my mom just woke up that day. She didn't go to her shop on time, and she ransacked my room and found my diary, sat down and read everything. And then she realized that, okay, my daughter has been going through a whole lot that she wasn't aware of. So she broke down, she cried. When I came back from school that day, I saw her in the house. I was shocked. I was like, hey, Jesus. And then I'd cried coming back because so I liked this boy in SS1 and he was one of the big boys in school. So they would always make me feel like I wasn't worthy to talk to him. He was my classmate though, not as if he was a senior, but like they would always make me feel like I was dirt beside him. I wasn't worthy. I didn't have breasts, so I can't be talking to him. I was just like, God, what kind of? And they would take my bra when I'm changing for PE and make fun of it, take it out of the changing room. So it was a whole lot. And that led to actually me picking things from my dad's pocket because I wanted to go and buy bra. I just wanted to be seen. I wanted to feel among. I wanted people to acknowledge me. I needed validation from them. And I don't know why I thought they wouldn't notice that there was a difference in the day before I came without breasts. The next day I'm coming fully busty. I don't know what's going on in my head then. But like, I just wanted to be seen. And then, my mom had a conversation with me and that was when like therapy, mom and daughter therapy started. So that's how that journey was.
So how did you get from the Tega that you were then to the Tega now?
My mom.
Your mom?
My mom now is my hero. She's my everything. Literally, she's my best friend. My mom played a huge role in the woman I am today. I'm sure it took a lot from her because I'm probably sure at some point she felt like she failed. Reading that diary and seeing everything her daughter went through and she was just there thinking she was doing a very good job. So it took a lot for her to start talking to me. And it wasn't like I was receptive to because when your mom wakes you up in the middle of the night, you all know that's King. So so when she would wake me up, I would already be panicking, crying, begging. And she'd be like, I'm not beating you. It's a lie. No, but she would sit me down, take me to the mirror. Then I had this very big mirror in my room. She would tell me to strip naked. I'll just be crying because I know that when you tell me to strip, you want to beat me. So what's the point of all of this? And then she would tell me to look into the mirror and ask me, oh, what do you see? What do you see that you like? And for like 1 week, 2 weeks, I couldn't see anything that I liked. I used to cover the mirrors in my room with my bedsheet because I didn't like to look at mirrors. And she would tell me, smile. I lie. I wouldn't. She would tell me, see, you have dimples. Do you know a lot of people are dying to have dimples? She would tell me, oh, I don't have breasts. So where did you expect to get breasts from? Look, your father married me because I didn't have breasts. He was tired of seeing big breasts. So she would always make me feel like confident. You have a treasure. You have gold. These people that are doing this to you, when they get older, they're probably going to regret having these big breasts that they have. So with time, I started seeing, okay, whenever I smile, people always say, I like your teeth, I like your smile. And then, she told you have long hair. People always ask you, are you Nigerian? Are you sure you're Nigerian? She's like, how many people have your long, soft hair? And with time, I started coming out of my shell. When I get bullied in school, I'll tell my mom. So one thing they know is when my mom comes to school and it's not visiting day, it's not cultural day, parents are not supposed to be in school, my principal starts to ask, what did we do?
What did we do wrong?
Because she's about to bring down the school. So people started respecting me, started allowing me participate more in extracurricular activities, debates, dancing, singing. So I was in choir, I was in everything, sports, because she knew I was very fast. So she invested in all of those things just to build
Your self-esteem.
my self-esteem. So even when my father is saying, no, focus on your books, I don't want you to do it. Mom said, don't worry, I will pay. I will pay for everything. You will do princess in inter-house sport, you will do this, you will do that. So I was never seated in the class I was always in one activity or the other. So I think my mom
just to get you out of your shell.
Yes. So she would even practice me whenever I have debates. She would tell me, look at me, talk to me. Even I remember my manifesto, my mom was at the back. No parent was supposed to be in school. My mom was there. So even when people were like trying to boo me, my mom was at the back. She was cheering for me. So my eyes was just on my
fixed
mom.
On her.
Yeah, so she really, really took that upon herself to make sure that her daughter was not a shadow of herself. So my mom played a huge role.
Shout out to Momsi.
I'm telling you.
So I want to ask, as someone that has gone through a season where you had low self-esteem, if you want to give advice to mothers, what will you say, we should do to make sure that we build this deep relationship with our children, from where you're coming from, where you couldn't speak to your mother, to a place where she's now your best friend?
I would say mother should listen. My mom, I think with age, she became calmer.
Yeah, true.
The fear of having a spoiled child is really serious. It's really a huge fear.
Yeah, it is.
So my mom grew up, and also I feel like there's a background to it because my mom's dad was a soldier, so she grew up with a disciplinarian as a father. So she too, my mom is not a gentle parent. She doesn't understand
what it means.
Yeah. And I don't think I'll be a gentle parent either. But the difference is that my mom didn't have a balance between talking to my child and disciplining her. So I would say to parents that listen, make sure that you pay attention to the body language, the non-verbal communications. It is there. They just turn a blind eye to it. And I understand because parents can be very busy, especially when you don't have just one child and you're also working. But you need to find the time to listen to the mumblings, to the silent gestures, to the, Mommy, I don't want to go to school today, to the, you would always know when there's something wrong with your child. You might just be like, this person is overreacting.
She doesn't want to go to school.
But
She's just
there's
being
always
lazy.
something, most times there's always something behind it. So you need to pay attention to it. I feel like that's the number one thing my mom could have done better. If she had listened to me, she would have known a long time ago that I was dealing with stuff that she could have caught before it got to where it got to.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I would say.
Thank you very much. That's very profound. Because like you said, the signs are always there. Some children are just scared to go up to their moms.
Yes.
But you will see it if you really pay attention.
Yes, it's always there. It's always there. A child that talks too much all of a sudden becomes quiet. Never just ignore it. I was a talkative when I was younger. And then I became quiet. Okay. That should have been a sign for my mom to notice that, okay, something is off. But she just felt, you're a teenager, you're entering puberty, you're changing. But no. A personality change is completely different from body change. When it's your personality that is switching, something is off. Either it can be positive or negative, but there's always something there. So it's left for you to create that avenue to make your children know that I'm always here. I will scold you when I need to, but you can always talk to me. So even when I got better, even when I became close to my mom, she still beat me. But I knew that I could always talk to her. I knew that it was a no judgment area. No matter what I did, my mom would tell me, if you kill somebody, let me be your number one call. I would defend you outside. Inside, I would beat the living daylight out of you. But outside, I would defend you. So I always knew that over time that no matter what it is, pick up your phone and call your mom.
I love that. I pray all mothers can experience that. Like your children
amen.
should just be like, my first call is my mom
Oh
or
yeah,
my dad.
My first call is my. I'm not so close to my dad, to be honest. But my first call is my
mom. When you're going through
if
stuff.
I'm having a bad day, I call my mom. If I'm happy, I call my mom. If I get a deal, I call my mom. If I'm panicking, I call my mom. Even before I came here, I was talking to her on the phone.
Best friends for real. Best friends for real.
So
I love that.
that's it for me. That's my mom.
What's the biggest misconception that people have about Tega?
Hey,
Because I see wavering opinions about Tega online. What's the biggest one that you think people have about you?
they think I'm a bad girl.
They think you're a bad girl.
They think I'm this.
Why? Why do you think they think you're a bad girl?
I don't know. I think part of it I'll say because of my body, but maybe my aura, maybe because I'm bold. People just have this idea that, when they get close to me and they realize that, oh, I'm not the nightlife girl, or I don't stay out after 9, or when I go for events, I'm in a hurry to leave because I'm looking at the time, or you tell me, let's go out on Sunday, I'm telling you, oh, no, I have to go to church. They look at me like, like I can't match the body and the person who is talking. And it's weird because I'm like, that shouldn't define.
So you feel like society has placed this kind of expectation that if you look the way Tega looks,
you can't be a good girl. So I get it a lot. It's weird, even in the banking, like from my customers, when I talk to them, when I walk into their office, their first instinct is to toast me. And when I reject or I give a stern approach, they can't place. I see them trying to, okay, why is she this?
What's she feeling like?
Yeah, like we all know that is how you guys are. But then when they find out that, okay, genuinely, she's not that person, it's mind blowing to them. And I really don't know why. I'm trying to figure it out. It's something that has been bothering me, but some things are beyond my power. So
yeah,
I let God handle it.
Yeah, some things are beyond your power. Because I usually see wavering opinions. I'm like,
Oh, another thing, they think I'm very mean. People have that misconception that I'm mean. I'm not. I'm just very principled. So I think they mix it up because I'm strict. Like I said, I'm not a gentle parent. Even to my friends.
I feel like when you have firm boundaries, people think that you are mean.
Yes, that you are mean. So because I'm very firm on my standards and I don't shake it for anybody, people just, she's so mean. And I'm like, I'm really not. If you get to know me, I'm such a sweet person.
I mean, look at his face.
Well, yeah, that's it.
You speak very openly about your faith. You're very passionate about God, and you've shared with us, just as we started, an experience that you've had. You're also a content creator, and I hear people say that if you're going to be a content creator, just create content within your niche. Don't bring faith into it. Is there a place for God in content creation?
God is everywhere. I get triggered when I'm having a conversation with people and they say, leave God aside, or let's leave God out of the picture. No. To me, God is Elroy. He's everywhere. He sees me. All I know is him. All I've always known is him. I grew up in a Christian home. All I've known is God. I haven't known any other thing. So I don't know what content would be like. I can't remember what content was without God in it. It wasn't always this spiritually grounded, but there's been growth. So I really cannot remember what content creation was without God in it.
Without you started,
so
taking your faith
all
serious.
I know is God. So I'm not a Christian content creator.
Yeah.
I am a Christian and a content creator, but I cannot separate my faith from my niche because that guides me. That is what creates my standards. So without God, I feel like I'm just empty.
I love that. I can relate to that because I feel like a lot of us were brought up in Christian homes. Went to church. I also was a worker in church. But I think I got to a point in my life where I started to feel empty. And it wasn't because things were not working for me. I just felt like there had to be more. And apparently that more that I was looking for, I found it in God. So I understand when you say that it's just empty without God. And it's hard to kind of separate, okay, because I want to create content, I can't talk about God. Like, God is my personality.
I used to be shy at first because
Yeah.
I didn't want to be, there's this stigma they put on you, and there are limitations, honestly. But one thing I always used to remind myself is that he said that if you seek me first, all other things will be added. So it took a lot from me. And honestly, I would say that Harvesters played a huge role in my spiritual growth.
Yeah.
Going to the church, learning from him, Pastor Bolaji,
Yeah.
helped me understand that there are limitations in the world, but there's no limitation in Christ. So no matter what people make you feel like, I have principles. For example, there are some certain brands I wouldn't work with, or some certain sectors I wouldn't work with. When I started saying it boldly, I got a lot of backlash. Like, what do you mean you can't work with an alcoholic brand? What do you mean you can't do this? Even if you don't want to, you don't need to put it out there. I'm like, no, let them know where I stand. So before you come and meet me, you understand who you're coming to meet. Did I lose things? Yeah, but God always finds a way to, when you choose him over and over again, he would always make you understand that choosing me always comes with blessings. No matter what anybody says, the minute you pick me over the world, I would always shield and cover you. And that's one thing I've learned over time. So I just stuck with it.
You just stuck with it. How long have you been doing content creation, and how has content evolved for you over the years?
I started content creation in 2020.
Okay. COVID
Actually,
year.
no, 2019.
2019.
NYC. Yeah, yes. I started on YouTube. So I was on YouTube for a while. Started with makeup because I was a makeup artist. Started with makeup, natural hair, family content. Then I went off when I joined Access Bank because I couldn't balance it. There was no way.
It's not easy. Let me just tell you,
no
people.
way.
It's not easy.
So I had to, because I knew that banking was priority for me. So I had to put like a pause on content. And it was when I found my grounding in banking that I went back to content. But I didn't go back to YouTube. I just went to Instagram, tried to build it. And then one day I just went to TikTok. And
from there, everybody knows Tega of Lagos.
Yes, they do.
There are a lot of influencers, there are a lot of content creators. What makes Tega stand out? What makes you different from the crowd?
Me. I don't know. Me. So, I'd say one, because I'm also a banker. 9 to 5 makes me stand out. Because a lot of brands that reach out to me majorly is because I have that going for me. Also, I would say because I am very loud about my faith and I'm unashamed of the gospel of Christ. No matter where I am, I don't care who feels bad. I would shout about God.
Shout the name of Jesus.
I don't even look at my left or my. I don't really send anybody. I would do what God has brought me here to do. So I feel like that's what makes me stand out. And also, I mind my business.
Drink water and mind your business, guys.
I mind my business. So you barely see me in fighting or
online
dragging. And it's not because people don't trigger me, but I remember that I'm a banker first, and there's some structures that are put in place. You cannot misbehave online. You cannot be caught in some certain places as a corporate person, because it always falls back to the employer most of the time.
Yeah.
So, and you are the representative of where you work. So you cannot afford to be seen in some drama and all of that. So I try my best to stay out of it. Even when I'm being pushed to the wall, I just take a step back and all of that.
Yeah, that's very important. So how do you deal with the negative comments?
Oh, I'm very petty. Yeah. I will block you. Before I block you, I'll go through your comment. I'll block everybody that said anything bad about me.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, you have to protect your mental health.
Yes, I will block, even if it's not me that you said negative comment about. If I go through, I'm going through a blog or going through one of my friends' content and I see any, I will block. Before you to mistakenly come and enter my site, I've already blocked.
Like, before you come to my corner, I block you.
Yeah. I block a lot. I do. I don't even waste time. I don't even think about it. I just block you. Even people that have known me years, if I see that you're beginning to misbehave, I'll just
you collect
straight, and I'll tell you it's not personal, but if you can't be in check, I'll check you. So that's what I do.
So do you remember, you've spoken a little bit about it, but do you remember any specific time that you have missed out on a very big job, on a very big gig that you'd have wanted to have, but because your values did not align with it, or your faith doesn't align with it, you had to say no?
I can't count how
Oh,
many
wow.
I have lost. At some point, I remember when I lost a very major one, it was in dollars. The brand wanted me to basically lie. And I said, no, I'm not going to lie. If I cannot say your story in my own way, I'm not going to do it. But they wanted me to lie. I was like, that's not what I know they are going to get when they, and I built my brand on honesty. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to do it. It was a lot of money. I remember I called my mom and I cried. I was like, am I doing the right thing? And I would say this, thank God for good friends. I have very good people in my corner. The minute I told my best friend, my friends, they were like, Tega, why do you always limit God? That's what my best friend always says. Why do you think that every door that opens is from God? It's not every door that opens that is
We need to
from God.
clock that. We need to clock
Some
that.
doors are opened by the devil to push you away from your values and your faith. So she's like, that brand might not have been from God. A brand that tells you to come and lie can never be from God.
I love that.
But they are trying to test you with, money is plenty. Let's see if she will pick money over God. But you chose God over and over again. But I was like, I need to grow in the content space. I need to be bigger. If I keep turning down all of these brands, what do I have? I get sidelined. I've gotten blacklisted from some agencies in my small career like this. But it's okay. It's okay because one way or the other, once a door shuts, another one opens, and it's always bigger than my mind can even, I never see it coming.
Yeah.
So I have lost a whole lot. Even last week, I lost one, but I was like, it's okay. It's okay.
To stay firm on your values.
So I feel like for me, I have seen God work. I have seen him show up for me in ways that man cannot understand. I have seen him raise men, strangers, to come to my aid. Even when the storm is brewing, I have seen him cover me. So to me, it's like, what is money? If the same person can heal me from what doctors couldn't, what is actually this that I cannot do? And this recent mindset changed this year, actually, when I think I came online to say that something happened to me and I lost basically all of my finances. And I felt like God was trying to teach me that you hold on to money so dearly when it's not your own. You're not the one that owns it. I'm the one that gave it to you because I felt you had capacity to handle it. But the minute I see that it is trying to take my position in your life, I will take it away from you so that you understand that it's me first before any other thing. And we always need to be careful with the prayer that we're always praying. I always pray, God, please use me. God, please teach me. God, please train me.
Yeah.
But I never understood the capacity and the in-depth of that prayer. It's not always going to be rosy.
Yeah, true
because every
that.
time I look at Job, I'm like, hey.
Hey.
I'm always like, I need to be careful when I'm praying this prayer now.
Yeah.
Because the training sometimes can be deep.
Yeah.
And you don't see it coming. But at the end of the day, he's with you through it all. So that kind of changed my mindset towards money, that even when I lose money, I'm like, to come back again. Like, money has to go for money to come. So that changed my mindset. So when people say things like, oh, I thought she was broke this last month, how is it possible for her to
ask you that? I thought she said she was broke. She's traveling abroad, two trips.
And I'm always looking like,
how did you deal with that?
I laughed a lot. Oh my God. Because
it's like people expected you to stay broke.
Yes.
And I'm like,
I laughed. There's nobody that did not God, my friends, offices, even like my mentor had to buzz me like, Tega, I came out of my office and my staffs were talking about you. I was like,
you wish like that.
I was like, it was like, they were just talking about how, I came online. They said I came online to beg for money. I came online to beg for my rent. I'm like, that's not what happened.
Come on.
But then I just laughed because I'm like, there's this thing, I think they say misery likes company.
Yeah, misery likes
company. So when you are down, they feel like, oh, we're not in the same, clique. So you're not as good as me anyway. And then when you rise, quicker than they expect, it becomes a problem. Like, there has to be a logical reason for it. Oh, no, she must have done this. Oh, no, it's because of the fact that she came online, that's why. But no. No, it's not it. I had a covenant with God. Do you know what it means to come vulnerable?
That post was very vulnerable, and it was long. I watched it.
It was a very long, vulnerable post. The main time when, I don't know who gave us this idea that maybe when we strip naked and we pray, as you go, yeah. Yeah. But like, I just felt like I needed to come as I was, the most vulnerable, the most humble. It took a lot for me to go to God and say, this was not the agreement we had in Wine Press. Wine Press just happened. I did my video where they say we should say 3 things that we want God to do. So how am I going from grace to grass in a split second? That trip, I paid for it before I knew that the storm was brewing. So I'm like, if I had known the storm was coming,
you'd have used that money. You'd have kept it.
And then I remember that day I was crying to my best friend, and I keep saying, thank God for good friends. My best friend was like, what if God doesn't want you to be in Nigeria when everything is happening? What if he wants you to be over there so that you can see that even when you are not here, he's going to make everything good? Like, you don't have to be here for everything to work out. You can be over there and he's turning everything around for you. So it was a difference. I remember I was in Zanzibar when I was in my room. I was crying. I was begging.
You hadn't gotten in the house then?
I had gotten the house. I didn't have like
money.
I relied so much on men. Like, I just felt like, when they tell you your network is your net worth. Exactly. So I felt like people owed me. Yes, I was so sure.
Men will disappoint you.
I was so sure that I know this person. I had like 3 people that I was like, no, my rent is done. I'm sure God just looking at me like, I will shock you. So I remember when I was crying, I cried to the point I couldn't breathe. I was like, I'm not going to use my healer. If you say that we die, yeah. But you must answer me. You need to explain to me why I am going through this. I didn't even have money to eat the next day. Like, I went on that trip on a very tight...
Because you're just paid rent.
Yes. So everything I had in all of my accounts, I had to submit it. And when I was done, I was like... So I'm zero like this. Like, nowhere, everywhere was red.
Yeah.
And then I heard, I'm the one that gives, I'm the one that takes. I will always restore you. I just need you to choose me over it. So having that power taken away from me, the money power, like, I don't have it, but I still chose God. It didn't take me, even before I returned to Nigeria, things were already falling in place. So even before I made that video, things were already falling in place for me. But the video, to me, why I did it was because I felt like the same way we hold Tinubu accountable as our president of the country, I am the leader of Grace Tribe. It is somehow for you to disappear on your people, because they did reach out. It was a lot. My mom had to say, Tega, please come back online. People are disturbing me in church. Where is she? My brother would call me. So it was a lot. So there was no way I would just come back and act like nothing happened. That would be very silly. So I said I needed to be held accountable. So I came online and I said, this is what I went through. And I will never stop being vulnerable, because I'm human. I need people to understand that my life is not perfect. I go through the same thing everybody goes through.
True.
So you cannot always see the rosy.
I think people expect that people online have this perfect life.
We don't. We genuinely don't.
We don't. We're going through stuff.
We are. We are.
We go through. We're all in this world together.
Yes,
the Bible says
we are.
There'll be challenges in this world.
I'm telling you.
So we are part of people inside the world.
I'm telling you.
It's just that we are not of this world, but we're inside the world.
Yes, that's it. We're not of it. So, I mean, coming online to do that video, I will not lie, God raised people for me after the video.
Yeah.
Mostly women, to be very honest. I'm not going to lie, 90% were women that came to my aid. I was even surprised, to be very honest. I was like, my gender, we are this nice?
Yeah.
Wow. Like, women that are not my secondary school mates, even some of them that bullied me.
We are glad they are repenting. Yeah. We are glad that they are repenting.
They came and they pulled. It was a lot. I was just like, thank you, God. So when people were talking, I was just laughing like, you people don't understand. Like, most of the brands that came on board, if I didn't have any value to give, They didn't have to help me.
Yeah.
But I don't even see it as help. I see it as partnership, because a lot of them, if I give them my rate card, they can't afford to pay me. That's the honest truth. Just imagine the cleaning service now.
Yeah.
How much do I want to, if I was actually doing a contest,
Like,
how
come and
much do I
pay
want
me.
to build? Like, do you understand? She cannot. So she got almost 10 times more from my videos, from the visibility, because she had to come back to thank me, pray for me, that a lot of people reached out to her, even till today. This is months.
Yeah, months later,
And
people are
she's
still reaching out.
telling me thank you. So to me, I didn't see that. I saw it as partnership. I knew that I had value to give, and I knew that people would run for it, because a lot of brands need visibility.
They do.
That's the truth. So I laugh whenever they say, "Oh, she thought she was broke." And me, when you shame me, I will use that thing to do content.
I trust you, because you kept talking about
Yes,
it.
you
kept
can't-
talking about it.
And I will always pull it back to God. So no matter how much you try to shame me, I will let you know that person that me I serve is bigger than all of us.
bigger than all
so
of us.
you cannot take it away from him. He's the one that did it. So that's just it for me.
Was there ever a time where you felt like giving up on content creation? Like, yo, no, this is too much.
I think once a week.
Stop.
I'm not joking. I think once a week, or maybe once in 2 weeks, because it can be overwhelming. Balancing banking, content, and business can be very, very overwhelming. So sometimes I just want to be Tega aside every other thing. I just want to be me without it. So some days I'm like, can't I just take a break off this thing and just do something else? Just be me, go outside and not really be bothered about
Who is looking at you?
Yes, or people are very quick to throw my Christianity in my face. Oh, I thought you said you're a Christian. Oh, should you call yourself a Christian? Oh, how can you wear this and say you're a Christian? How can you wear leggings and say you're a Christian? How can you? I get it almost every day. Oh, you wore these fitted and you call yourself a Christian. And I'm like, why are you people so quick to throw my Christianity back in my face? So sometimes I'm like, I just want to be Tega. I don't want to be this content creator. I just want to be
a girl.
Yes. I just want to be able to do whatever I want to do and not give a hoot about anybody. I don't want to wear nose mask because I don't want anybody to see me. I don't want to have to say, please don't hug me. Please don't touch me. Can you just give me my space? I want to not be in the mood and not having to fake smile because somebody's going to be like, oh, see, has an attitude. No, I'm not just in the mood. I'm not happy. Allow me to not be happy. But when you're out there, you cannot not be happy because they don't understand it. They are coming and, oh my God, I saw her and she was just squeezing her face. They don't give grace. They are very quick to turn it around. So yeah, some days I really want to quit, but I like what I do. That's the truth.
So that keeps you going.
Yes. I like the testimonies I get, the messages I get it almost every time. And I'm always like, okay, there's something here. And every time I try to quit, that voice in my head is like, I sent you here, you want to come and
you want to quit on me.
You want to quit. So I'm always like, every time I want to quit, I just always say, Holy Spirit, I draw strength from you. Help me to keep going. If you know that it's time for me to end it, just tell me and I'll walk away. As far as I'm walking away with you, I'm good.
I love that. As far as I'm walking away with you, I think people should learn to give people grace as well. Like you said,
no, they don't.
So you might just be in a bad mood. It's not about you.
It really isn't.
It isn't really about you. That's
really
very profound.
Especially in the market. And I feel like people should apply emotional intelligence. You see somebody in their market mood. I am counting money. I am carrying load on my head. I don't think that is the right time for you to come and say, oh, I'll take a picture with you. Excuse me. Excuse me.
With load on your head. Come on
load
now.
on my head. Like, why? Alabaro is in front. I'm trying to chase them. You are holding me. No.
Emotional intelligence, yes.
They need to apply.
Like, you can just be like, hi, Tega, and move on.
But you see them, they're making videos, and I'm like...
They're making videos.
Oh, I remember one time my mom took the girl's phone and said, excuse me. Like, I was like, hey, mommy, we don't do that yet. She said, no, what do you mean? She said, why are you making a video of her? She said, oh, I'm a fan. And so, my mom was not having it.
Yeah, because that makes no sense.
It didn't. She was like, so
I'm not sure you don't want to go and use that video. I'm
do you understand?
See the Tega online.
That's exactly what my mom said. She
That's
said you
it.
don't have good intentions. Because why are you doing it behind closed door where she's not seeing you making that video? You're doing it in...
Okay, she was hiding to take the video.
And I don't even know how my mom caught her. I was like, how were you even looking? Me, I'm looking for Alaba. You are looking for people that... She said something just told her to look back. And
No,
she
that's
did.
not good intention.
And she took the phone from the girl and she said, Mama, delete it. I said, I
love it.
Don't be angry.
Energy.
First of all, you'll come and drag my mom.
No. Because you really, it's giving. I want to go and post it online. That see that Tega of a girl.
My mom
she's
is
not the big girl people
so,
think you are.
She's so protective. So most of the time, she wants to go to the market with me.
Yeah.
Like, she's always on the lookout for anybody that even when you try to hug me, she will block you and say,
Mommy's Tega's bodyguard.
No longer. You can say hello. You can shake her because she's like, only God knows what they have in their body. Only God knows. She's so spiritual.
Moms are very spiritual.
Very.
Forget that one. You are thinking surface. They have taught spiritually 10
so
times.
far.
Yeah, they're really.
So
deep.
she's always like very, very protective of me and stuff. But
we thank God.
I swear.
So, content creation. Is there really money in it? Because you see people come and say, I made so. Are you? Is it bobo or is there really money in content creation?
Is this mic working?
Is it working? Tell us. Is there money in it? Because people think let me give you an example. Somebody at my workplace asked me 2 weeks ago, she's like, Tinuke, this content creation people are doing, is there really money inside? This one that somebody will say they buy house, they build that, is there really money? So me, I'm asking you too, is there money in content creation or people are just giving us bobo?
I should not content creators. Is there money in content creation? There's money in everything. There's money in banking. There's money in whatever you lay your hands on. As far as it is of God, I don't know about that things, but I'm speaking from the point of whatever you commit it to God's hands, there's money. But yes, there's money in content creation.
Is it money that can sustain us, that we can live fully on and be very comfortable, live a very good life, so to say?
Of course. Of course there is. Content creation is my retirement plan.
So
it is.
Clock it. I've got so many things today.
That's my retirement plan. There is money in it. First of all, YouTube alone, that's a lot of money. I feel like because of banking, I don't really have time for YouTube. So maybe when I retire from banking, I would put in the effort. There's money there. I remember when I first started, I used to make $500 in a month on YouTube.
Convert it. Oh yeah, people
that was
press
even
calculator.
2020, 2021, 2020, even up till yesterday of day 4, they paid me, and I've not posted anything.
Yeah.
They still paid me almost $250. I have
from your old videos. So
old
it's like
videos.
Evergreen content.
Yes.
As long as people are watching it.
That's the thing. So you have to give something that is valuable, that in the long run, people still need it. So everybody that goes to Access Bank Training School always goes back to my video.
Yeah.
Every single time. And that video keeps on bringing me money. Because every year, at least 3 times in a year, they are recruiting. So people are watching it because they need to learn something.
Yeah, right.
So when you give out content that in years to come, people are still relying on it, there's money. So that's also what makes me laugh. When I see people wonder why I am not down. I'm like, you people see that I work with brands, or is it that it's not visible enough? Or is it that I'm so good that you can't really tell that
this is brand influencing that you are doing?
And I'm like, they do pay.
Yeah.
I've not even unlocked it yet, like some people have, because I'm just working based on what I have. But because I'm not a full-time content creator, there's some things I'm limited to. If I imagine I do it Monday to Sunday, it's a different ball game. But there is money.
I love
money to buy the GLE. Yes, money to buy the house, money to travel. It is there. Money for vacations. It's not the money that I used to do my vacation. It's the content creation money. It was just one brand deal that got me that. So there's money.
You guys, one brand
I'm telling
deal.
you, it was one. I got the money. I just said, my best friend said, Tega, you have not left this country. You need to travel. I was like, I'm not ready. She said, what do you mean? Money has come. Travel.
Here.
I was like, okay, let me just pay. And I paid. And I didn't know that in front of me something was coming.
Well, we thank God. God.
We really do. So, yes.
So if you have ever been wondering, there's money in content creation.
But don't go in for the purpose.
For the money,
don't.
Go in to add value.
Don't. Money should be secondary. I tell people, if you go there for money, you would lose your mind, because money does not most times doesn't come immediately. It took me almost a year to get my first 30,000 naira or 50,000 naira.
And you have to also remember that there are some times that you might not even necessarily see.
Yeah.
There's some seasons that it just feels like, oh, this season feels like a low season.
Oh, yes.
What pushes you through is the fact that it's something that you love to do. And there's value in what you're doing.
That's true.
That's very key. So yes, there's money in content creation. If you've ever been wondering, there's money.
Yeah.
You're also a career woman. How did you get into banking? I think I watched one of your videos where you said your dad was a banker.
Yeah, my dad was a banker for over 20 years.
Did that inspire you to do it, or you just found yourself there?
No, I didn't find myself there. From when I was in secondary school, I knew I was going to be a banker.
Oh, really?
The only difference was that I didn't know I was going to be in sales.
What kind of banker do you want to be? Treasury?
God, I would love it. Oh God. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Treasury.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Because that's where the money is. I would love it, but sadly, it's not where I am.
It's not where you are.
But I actually wanted corporate communication, because I knew that I was in line with what I was already doing. And I worked with MTN for a bit. So I was like, this is already like... But my dad told me, though, that there's a tendency that you're not going to put you
in
you're going to
that
put
place,
you in front office because of the fact that you're beautiful. I used to think it was a myth. Oh, no, it's not.
Wait. It's not a myth. Okay, so I'll say something. I was watching somebody's stories. She's a friend and she's a lawyer. And she was upset that she went to court and the judge was like, you fine girl, what are you doing here as a lawyer? You should be working. He called the name of a bank. That's where girls like you are working. They're working in marketing. So it's really true.
So it's a strategy, because to be very honest, there's something called pretty girl privilege. I can't even deny that fact. Just because I'm fine, I get some privileges. But it's same thing with banks. Banks are, the main aim is to make profits. If I walk into a customer's office, the tendency that I can bamboozle him is very high, because I'm fine. Oh, hi, sir. Good afternoon, sir. How are you this fine? You're smiling. Even if he's angry,
body go calm down.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, he's looking at it like, okay, what do you want? Sir, this is what we have to offer. As far as you have value to also give.
Yeah, you're not going there empty-handed.
Yes, but the fact that people like to see beautiful things. Even me, when I see a pretty girl, I'm like, this girl, you're fine. So I will listen to what you have to say just because I like how you look. So it is normal in any place, anywhere, whether it's telecoms, oil and gas. As far as you are meeting somebody, you have to be presentable. So the minute they see that you're a pretty face, you're a pretty girl, you dress well, you look good, you're the perfect representation that they
smell
need.
Nice.
Perfect. So it's very quick, it's very fast. And that's where, because we are the ones that bring in the money to the bank, because we are the ones that go after the customers.
Yeah.
So imagine you are not looking your best. Nobody's going to listen to you. That's the truth. And in any corporate sector, that stuff, the way you dress is the way you be addressed, is very true. If you do not look your best, the tendency that you get that person's attention is very, very low. Yes, it's very low. But the minute you walk in, you're looking well dressed, ironed, clean, you smell nice, you're walking in with confidence, you automatically get that man or woman's attention.
So what I hear you say is that, looking good will get you in the room, but value will keep you in the room.
Exactly.
I like that.
Exactly.
That's very profound. And now this is not to say you have to be like the prettiest girl in the room. All she's saying basically is be presentable, just look good, dress nice.
Confidence. That confidence, people can smell it from a mile away. Like, even in your okrika clothes, me too, I started with that thrift, bender select. That's how we did not always have the Okens and the Bunny Matthews. But like, we started with, I used to go to K2 Market and pick my trousers and pick my skirts and wash it, iron it. When I walk into the room, you will not know that is what it is. Yeah. So that confidence will get anybody's attention. So that, and a lot of people they don't have it. Over time on the job, they learn it. Yes. Yeah. We teach them, it depends on your boss to shout, but
we're going to bosses. What bosses I want?
We try. So so it happens.
So you decided to be a banker for
Yes, I did. I just didn't want sales. But I did.
But how do you've spoken about the fact that you're a Christian. How do you make sure that you enforce your boundaries? Like you said, you go, you have a beautiful body, you have a beautiful face. You go in there and there might be that misconception that, oh, maybe this girl is one of them. How do you enforce your boundaries, especially on customers? And you know that you are representing the bank. You cannot be rude to the customer. Customer is always right. How do you enforce your boundaries?
For me, customer is always right and customer is not always right too, for me. But when I go to see a customer and maybe it's a male customer and I see that he's a little bit too friendly, people say, for lack of better word, I have a beach sitting face. I don't know what that means, but I have a
know what it is.
I have a stern look. So when I see that you are beginning to pass boundaries, my mood will switch, my face will switch, my facial disposition will switch.
It's already switching.
You will know that, you will know that this is what you are doing, off it immediately. Like I will let you know. But I'll still be professional on the job. I will smile with you when I see that. And even when I see that it's beyond my control, I'm very quick to say, sorry, supervisor, this one I've passed my power. Come and carry your customer. They don't pay me enough to do this. Like I say, it's one of my slangs. I say
your favorite word.
They don't pay me enough.
Yeah, this is above my pay grade.
Yes, it's above my pay grade. Please, this is your duty to cover me as my supervisor. The minute a customer is beginning to misbehave around me, I used to scream. I used to shout, "Help me, oh!" So that when I escalate or when I snap at the customer, you wouldn't say, "Oh, Tega didn't say anything." I spoke up. And over time, I had to learn that HR will probably not have your back all the time because I've had my bad experiences. So I have learned over time that you need to set your standards right. So also what you wear, what I try to do is if I know I'm going to a customer's office, I know that this customer is a very sexual man, someone that likes women, I always cover up. So I wear a long blazer. I wear a palazzo pant and I wear normal like shirts, long shirts.
Can we just say that it's definitely crazy
it is
for a lady to have to dress like wear long palazzo, long jacket because it's actually
it doesn't
crazy.
Make
it makes no sense.
It doesn't.
That I have to dress a certain way because of somebody.
It doesn't.
I mean, that's just
but
the world
with my experience I had when I first started banking, when I got assaulted by a customer.
You got assaulted by a customer?
Oh yes, I did. I did a story time about it. I got assaulted by a customer and he blamed it on what I was wearing. And even when I went to my HR, she also asked me, what are you wearing? You know that you're curvy. You know that men are moved by what they see. Excuse me. And not long after that, I resigned from the bank. So over time with experience, I just learned that nobody's going to come and save me. So I need to save myself. And I need to save myself the trauma and the trouble. So it won't take me anything to cover up. I will still look good in whatever that I wear. Yeah. So if I see that this customer has square in his head, I know that he's always very flirtatious, I would cover up. I would always wear
something very long,
a long blazer, or I wear a palazzo pant. Like the minute I know. But if I'm wearing a fitted dress and they tell me, oh, you're going to customer, I will stand my ground and say, I'm not going. We'll move it to tomorrow. Heaven and earth should fall, I'm not going. Except if my boss or a male colleague is going with me,
so you feel more confident.
Yes, then I'll go. If not, I'm not going.
You've shared once, I think I've seen once on your story, I don't know if it's your story or one of your TikToks. There are certain times, and I know this because I work a corporate job too, there are certain times where, some bosses would just undermine, you'd be like, is it not this one that is doing TikTok? Is this not this one that is doing content creation? And I've experienced it firsthand, and I'm like, so how do you separate, like when you're in the office, how do you separate Tega, the brand, from Tega, the banker?
So that brings me to the fact that people think I'm mean. Because when I'm in the office, I'm not very friendly, not very playful. I'm very strict. And it's for me to set boundaries because people don't have boundaries. They see me and think, oh, is Tega Clifford on TikTok? Hell no, it is not. So I'm very, very principled. So like I'm very, very professional. So I am not jumping, playing, straight to business. So when people chat me on Teams and be like, hi Tega, I know you from TikTok, I'll cut you off. Sorry, can you take that to social media? This is my work space. Like, don't do that.
Bring it here. Not here.
Like, I'm trying to read like bank work you're sending me. So I'm very, very... So when people see me in the office and they see me outside, they always say it's different when I see you in the bank and I see you outside because I'm very strict. So that's how I've learned to put them in one place. Yeah. When I'm in the office, I get my job done. In as much as sometimes they will still throw those,
those annoying
you leave early because you want to go and do TikTok. It's not TikTok that you do. But one thing I've learned over time is I silence the noise. I do. I know how to, I'm very good with words of affirmation, self words of affirmation. So when people say hurtful things to me, when I get home, I look straight into the mirror and I remove everything that God has not said about me. I do it. It's a routine for me. Even up until this 3 days ago, my boss, her man insulted me from the from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. There's nothing he did not tell me. When it was done from the call, something changed. Normally, I'd have called my mom, but I said no. I'm going straight to God. I went into my prayer room. I cried. But as I was crying, I was speaking life into myself. I said, if Esther can find favor in the eyes of a king of nation, who is this man? That I cannot find favor in his eyes. Like, I had to keep on using the word to build up my spirit, build up my strength, because I felt very broken. I felt like, what did I do that warranted all of this? It did not make sense. It wasn't adding up. Where did all this anger towards me come from? So it was a lot, but I was like, you know what? I can't control him. It's not in my power to control him. It is for the King of Kings that can turn the heart of anybody. So I'm not going to do his job for him. I've already said it. Like, I'm not even going to be fighting anything. He said he will fight for me and I hold my peace. Yeah. It's okay. Just do it. Man used to come to you and tell you this is what the issue is. Help me to resolve. And that's what I did. And my eyes were swollen to the next morning, but like, I felt okay. I felt at peace. I felt like God has heard me. And things changed. Like, I wasn't surprised. He called me and, we spoke calmly than the
day before.
And he explained better where his anger came from. And people were shocked. Like, he did that.
That's the God factor.
I said, yeah, God has you cannot do it. You cannot. I will go to God. I will go there and I will cry and I will talk to him and I will tell him, you have to fight for me. Who else will I go to? So yeah, that's how I cope with it. That's how I do it. I make sure that when I'm in the office, I'm in the banking sector, I'm in the office, I am Tega the banker. I am professional. When you see me outside, I'm playful. I am. When I'm
Tega Clifford the brand.
When I'm in my business era, I'm in the market. Just leave me. And my mind is not there. I can see you. You say hello. My mind is not there because I'm calculating money in my head. So people need to understand that it's different roles I play. Yeah. So when you see me here and maybe I'm not pleasant, understand that maybe she's in the bank or maybe she's in the market handling her business.
Yeah.
Leave her alone to be in that space. But most times I try, even when I'm not in the mood, I try my best to just put a smile
on your face. Oh, you're always smiling. You have such a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
Has there ever been a time maybe you've lost a promotion or lost something at work because of this content creation side of your life, where they have said, "Oh, she's not serious"? So
no, there's
never been.
There's never been. When I was with FCMB, that was even what brought me to the attention of my MD. Like during the shares time, they started the whole shares thing. I did a video and it went viral. Like I was on everybody's WhatsApps. Like divisional heads, group heads, EDs were looking, who is this person? That was what actually brought me. I basically became the face of
FCMB.
So it was maybe my boss would probably throw some side jabs. But every time they would need me, he was so proud. Like he would brag about me when I'm not there. He would brag about me when I'm not there. And people would be like, your boss was just bragging about you. Even in church, we use it as example. Because some of the teenagers in church would send me like, oh, your group head was talking about you in church. That he uses you as. But in my presence, he doesn't do that.
I mean, so I would not swear.
So
that's how these bosses are.
So I think in SMB, that was what made me bold enough to actually do it. In fact, it was even in FCMB that the banking content really started. It was from there because I had more time compared to when I was in Access. So I had more, and I was in corporate banking, which was less stressful. So it made it easy for me to balance things I was doing. So, well, I never lost anything.
See a man who is diligent. Your work is what had ended up bringing you before kings.
I'm telling you, I was shocked. I was shocked, but I was also happy because, but it also put a lot of pressure on me too, because it felt like I needed to prove myself more so that people don't have to make those phrases like, oh, you are distracted because of content. It's because I try my best. It makes me put myself under unnecessary pressure to be the best, to always make sure that I don't get caught in slacking. They don't see me as, you're just lackadaisical. So that you don't have to ever make that statement to me. But I realized over time that it's inevitable. You can never be the best of the best. Somebody will still not be okay with it. So I learned over time that
if somebody's not okay, that's
as
your
far as
part.
I know that when I look back on my day, I see that I did my best. What do you say?
You're able to sleep well.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I can relate to that because sometimes in my workplace, people be like, "Oh yeah, no, it's not me."
Oh, I do that a lot. Oh my God. I'm so quick to say me.
No, it's not me.
I'm not that person.
I remember somebody chatting me up on Teams once and she said, "Are you the TK from Instagram?" I'm like, "No, it's not me." She now said, "Okay, better." And I said, "What do you mean by better?" She says, "Because the TK online is very nice and very distinct, but you're so firm, you're so this." And that's because person is asking me to boycott process for you. And I'm like, "Who are you? Can you move to one corner
I
of the
do
world?"
it a lot. It is so unconscious.
Yeah, I always say no, it's not. My first response, if you say, I know you from somewhere, you look so familiar, I've seen you somewhere.
I'm so quick to say
no.
no.
I said, did you go to this secondary school?
I thought it was when I used to do it. I used to feel
never.
bad when they later find out that it's Misha. I'm like, sorry, but
I know.
I do it.
Like, this is an office. We're not here to talk about content.
I'm telling you.
Like, what's wrong with you people?
They don't understand. They don't. And sometimes they're asking it in front of my boss. I'm like,
somebody had done it. We're going for a meeting, and person is like, from TikTok. I'm like,
as in, shut up.
What is wrong with you?
Oh God,
this is an office.
It feels like you're living my life.
This is an office. What is wrong with you?
You need to see me seeing them doing elevator like, keep quiet, like don't.
Yeah.
You can see Ogas there and they're looking at me like
they're not wondering like, hey.
As in, I'm like, hey God.
It goes so bad that
I don't like it.
People will be sending my posts to my boss, and I'm like,
oh no, they don't know. My boss is not that friendly. You dare not.
I'm like, what is happening to you guys?
They can't even try that one with me. So I'm so happy. My boss is not that welcoming. So
I know.
People will never, ever even try it. He won't even have it.
I'm just like, please, guys. I mean, when you're in the workplace, I just want to be in the workplace. I just want to do my work.
They do gossip a lot.
Well, that's a story for another. That is a story for another day.
Do.
So, how can somebody who has started content creation, how can they position themselves to make money online? Like, I've come here, I've started giving value. How can I build? Another thing about making money online is you have to have people that are loyal supporters. People that, when I influence this thing, you're going to go buy it because Tega said so. Because they believe in Tega, right? So how do we position ourselves to build that authentic, I don't want to use fan base, but authentic community that supports? And, I heard somebody say something recently. Person said that there is an intersection between purpose and profit. You just have to find that intersection. So you're working in your purpose, you're doing something that you love. How do we find that intersection where we're able to make profit?
Money. Okay. So I would say that for you to get to the point where people buy because you say so, you're no longer just a content creator, you become an influencer.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
Because I can be a content creator. My purpose is not for me to help you make sales. That's not my duty. My duty is to create a user-generated content for you.
Okay.
The minute my video begins to bring in sales, that makes me an influencer. It means that I have value to give. It means that even if they don't know your brand, they trust me. That now makes me a woman of influence. It means that my voice is influencing you to go ahead and trust blindly because you're standing on Tega's word. So now, if you want to be a content creator, I tell people it's not everybody that is a content creator and an influencer. Some people just want to be content creators, and it's okay. You can also make money from it, which is why I like what the media girl is doing. She does this UGC content creation. She helps upcoming content creators to put their mark in that industry, which means you make money from creating content for brands. Now that brands can use on their platform. You don't have to post it on your page. That's another way to make money. Now, if you want to be an influencer where you have people that are loyal to you, and sometimes it can start from content creation. It can also start from something, maybe a one-off fame, a one-off virality,
video,
a one-off maybe Big Brother. Something can put you in that position where you now have influence.
Yeah.
But some people, you start from content creation into being an influencer. Now, for you to know when profit comes in is where I don't think I am very sure the exact time. But I know that for me, money was not even at the top of my mind when I was doing content. To be very honest, I didn't think.
So you started off as a content creator,
yes,
not as an influencer.
Oh no, I don't even like that word.
Why?
don't, because it puts a lot of pressure on me. It means that the minute you call me an influencer, you're trying to tell me that indirectly I need to get sales for you. Man, does it just give me your ID card and make me staff? That's how I see it. But when you call me a content creator, I know that I'm here to create awareness for you. It doesn't have to automatically turn to sales. But then when you make me, if you put me in the box of an influencer, I start feeling like
there's pressure.
Like I need to now start taking in the extra mile by even putting on what they call it, social platforms that you didn't even pay for, because I just need to make sure
want you to sell.
Yes. Even if anybody that I make a video for, I always pray, please God, let the video get to the right audience. It doesn't have to have as much views, but just make sure that whoever is receiving it gets, because that's my joy. That you come to me and you say, when Tega did this for me, I got this.
Yeah.
It has to be a straight by barter. I don't want it to just be, you're just giving me money and I'm not getting anything from you. And thank God I've never ever heard that before. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
So I'm always so grateful about that. Like, one of my prayer points is, please don't let me lose my influence. Don't let me lose my voice. Let me say something and people trust me and do it. So now for you to find profit in it is you have to be consistent. You have to continue to show up even when there is no money.
And when there's nobody watching.
There's
nobody applauding.
People are too focused on the views and the likes. It is ridiculous. Even me, sometimes I'm like, Tega, stop looking at the views. I don't care how many views it has. You've done your part. You've shown up. However, it happens, it happens. God will finish the rest. So I try my best to not be so bothered when I don't have 10,000 views. I'll start panicking. Hey, God, no. I don't do that anymore. Once I post, I go off. That's why sometimes it takes a while before I reply comment, because I go off. I don't want to put myself under unnecessary pressure where it's not going, because by the time I come back, sometimes it's even going further than I expect.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't. And I'm like, it happens. It can't always be Christmas. So I would say that do it without having that, I want to make money at the back of your mind, because when you least expect it, the money will come. The minute you offer value, people can see it. People are not blind. They can see it and they will come. That's the thing, they will come. Now, the most issue people have is how to price yourself, how to put a price on your value.
Yeah.
I had a challenge with that. And the truth is that a lot of people don't talk about it. People that have been in the industry for so long do not help people to price themselves. They do not guide you.
If I'm like, give me your rate card now, they'll be like, no.
Even
you want to be earning the same money.
Even me, I'm also very guarded about it.
Yeah.
So I try my best to be like, why? I ask myself, why are you so protective of it? Because I'm like, I don't know what your plan is. I don't know what
you can go and post it online now.
I don't know what
people
you're
have
trying.
done that. You know that, right?
I don't know what you're trying to achieve. What you're asking me, but if you tell me, oh, Tega, how do you price yourself? I can give you guidelines. I can tell you, oh, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. But my point is, people have that issue, and it's over time I realized that sometimes I price myself low. When I remember one time I went for an event, and you go through agencies.
Yeah.
And the owner of the brand was there. The guy and I didn't know who he was, because obviously I didn't talk to you.
Yeah,
I spoke to the agency. Yeah. And it was for me to show up at the event. So I was at the event, I was just sitting down, and I was on my laptop, I was working.
At the event.
And then the guy just sat beside me. I was just asking me questions, and just asked me, how much were you paid for this event? Like, I was like, I just said, honestly, my mind was on my work. So I just said, like, this is how much they paid me. The man looked at me and said, huh? I was like, yeah. And the next thing I saw the agency lady, she's blacklisted me now, though.
Because these agents will take all the money and pay
if you see it, I'm so sorry. I did not know it was the I did not know it was your guy.
We're so sorry.
I saw the way she quickly came to interrupt the whole
conversation.
Sir. The guy was like, so I was looking like, what is going on? But me, I didn't even care. I was trying to attack customer service for not doing my transaction. So my mind was there. And then the next thing, when I went outside, like I was done, I always leave early. So I was leaving early, and The guy tracked me, walked me to my car. And he was like, you don't know who I am, do you? I was like, I have no idea. Like, I was like, sorry, did I cause something? Because I saw that you and this lady were arguing. And she was like, no, he now told me, Tega, do you know that what they paid you, I paid over 100% of that for you? Ha! My head was hot.
That's underpriced because you had underpriced yourself.
And what paid me was that they were still pricing me. I was like, I first sat down, I said, sorry. By the time I was doing the calculation in my brain, I said, yeah.
Spark.
I said, wait, what's that? Wait. So you people can actually pay, like, you can pay me this much for me to show up here? I was like, wow.
So do you just now, like, arbitrarily put a value on yourself?
I don't know. That day, I sat down and I was like, how did I get to the point that I'm worth this much? I had to ask the agency, like, how did you present me to them? Because also presentation matters.
Yeah.
How did you bobo him? How did you say that made him see the value? Because I can't process. It took a while for me to even process that I was worth that amount. I was like, wait, am I really worth what I do? Is it what people pay me that kind of money? So it took a lot from me to realize that, yes, Tega, you are worth it. You don't have to have 1 million followers to be worth a particular amount. You don't have to, you don't have to be a baddie. You don't have to go lower than your standard or go outside of your values or principles for you to be paid what you're worth. So I increased my rate card after that, definitely.
Yeah. And I think just yearly, it's important that you
so yearly I do.
The economy too is increasing yearly.
I do. But the thing is, I always have a balance.
Yeah.
When I look at if a small business comes to me, and I know that I have a small business too that I'm running. So if I know that, okay, let me correct that. I have a business that I'm running. It's not small.
Clock it.
So if I know that you cannot afford to pay, and I see that there's genuineness, I see that you really need it, because I'll do my audit on your page. I would bring it down to match. So sometimes to me, it's not always about the money. When people see some kind of brands I work with, they're wondering how were they able to afford Tega. Sometimes I do it for them for free. Sometimes I do it for them was 50K, 100K. It's not because I'm trying to lower, like, oh, I'm better than that, but I see that they need it. And I see that at the end of the day, the prayer they will pray behind closed doors for me will open more doors for me. More big doors. So I just see it as, what's the point of having this page? I was once collecting that amount and I didn't die.
Yeah.
So if I collect it once in a while, it's not going to kill me. You get? So I always have that balance where I don't let the money cloud my judgment, where they tell you, oh, so I see some things online, people say, if they don't pay you for an event, do not show up. Please don't say that again. Sometimes there has to be a compromise. There has to be a balance. There has to be a place where you think outside the money. If I go to this event, what do I gain aside the money? There are other things. You meet people, you learn, you show up, you build a portfolio. It's not always about the money. Like, I try not to make money the center of everything that I do. Like, oh, no. It's money, no. Or else you will lose sight of what your purpose is. If you're always
focused.
Money. Oh, if they don't pay for the makeup, pay for the shoes, pay for the lemkini, pay for this. I'm like, is it really? Do you have to? So sometimes I waive it if I know that I have value that I feel like I'm going to get from that event, or I see that, oh, this brand is a big brand. It would not be bad to have this in my portfolio to say, oh, I did attend this.
So you can even do big brands and just do it because it would be good to just have them.
And I kid you not, I've had a brand say, I want to see your portfolio. And me, I was like, why do you want to see my portfolio? Why do you want to see it? It was like, I want to know who you've worked with. And even when I send out proposals.
You send out proposals?
Oh, yes, I do.
To brands?
Yes, I don't sit down waiting for you to come and meet me. It's a saturated market. Everybody's a content creator. What makes Tega different? So before you reach me, I'll meet you.
So you just like slide into their DM or send them email?
Oh, yes, I have email drafts. I have Instagram drafts. I have LinkedIn. I go as far as Googling the owner of the brand. I would find you on LinkedIn. I will send you. So I am in your face, whether you like it or not. And I get a lot of rejections and I love it because it's okay. But when the one that's supposed to come will come, Like,
Yeah, I think one of my biggest brand deals, I actually went to the person. I'm like, yeah. And the person was like, oh, no, not now. Later, the person came back.
yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
that is
that's
the
happened.
truth. So I send out proposals. I pitch myself to you. Oh, this is who I am. This is it. You see my mails. I don't waste time. If you reject me, I'll tell you, don't worry. One day you need me. Like, I'll tell you, you'll come back. And the guys always laugh. They know, I'm sure from their end, they're laughing like,
Who does she think she is?
but they don't know me. I'm speaking into my own future.
Yeah, I love that.
So those are the things that I do. So I try not to make money and maybe because I have another source of income.
I was going to go there now. That was like just as we're rounding up.
Because I
is
have
one
that.
source of income enough?
Yes, it is.
It is.
It is.
So if you're doing just your banking, would it be enough to cater to the lifestyle you currently live?
At the level that I am now in banking, no. No, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you have one source of income, you live according to your means.
I love that.
That's the truth. You don't live above it. So you'll be comfortable where you are. When I started, I only had banking and I was still doing good for myself because I lived in a self-contained, I had my car, I wasn't traveling. I didn't travel till now. So you live according to what you can afford. Yeah. But reason why I say one is enough is because, look at late Habibigwe. All he was a banker. To be very honest. He started off in banking.
But you need to know that those guys, they didn't... Harvard became an idiot at 30-something.
That's what I'm saying that. But it was...
Harvard is like the 1% of the 1%.
But so I'm saying that there are a lot of silent millionaires and billionaires that are not talking. They are not on social media. They are just doing what they're doing.
Focusing on that one thing.
Exactly.
I like that.
So everybody's not online bragging. Everybody's not online showing out their face. Some people are just in the shadows, just doing their job, and they are making money from it. So when I see people say, oh my God, 9 to 5 does not pay. Excuse me, have you seen oil and gas? Do you know how much those people make?
Yeah, true.
When I'm paying their salaries, I'm always like, God, am I a chair? Why can't they hire me, please?
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Hire me. I will work for you. Because the money is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've already calculated, just imagine they pay me this money. Hey, Jesus. I will be...
The way you're even excited now, God.
That's how much it's... And I'm like, if only... And those people, they would never allow it. You will not see them online making noise. They are living their life. But there is money there. They just don't talk about it. And it's not as if it's a market that anybody can easily enter. You have to be very, very smart. 1% of the 1% smart. Or you have to have the network to put you in, the connection to put you in that place. So it's either your merit or your connection. Or God's grace, God's favor. So one can actually get you.
So why do you have 3?
Because I'm not there yet. I'm not there, and I'm very ambitious. Like I like to test the waters. I like to try out new things. Honestly, I never thought business would be a part of my life. I've always said it before that I can never be a business entrepreneur. Possible.
So how did that happen? People just started to see things on you and like it.
Funny enough, everybody assumed or thought I was going to do corporate wares because I was a corporate girl.
Yeah.
I just knew that I didn't want to. That market stresses me out. Even me that I'm a customer, it stresses me out. So I'm like, I don't want a market that is just for one particular people. I want something that can meet a lot of target audience, something that you wear. Because I realize that 8% of my outfits are corporate wears. I barely have anything to wear. Barely. So
that's why you started your brand.
So I'm like, I need something that is not corporate, that still helps me.
Comfortable.
So and honestly, I had an ex-boyfriend then that really, really opened my mind to the possibility of business. So we started out with just 5 dresses. Let's just test, let's just see if people are going to buy. And
it blew up, especially on TikTok.
People bought. I was like, I went back, I started with 10. People bought it. I was like, okay. Started with 15. So it was always small. I was always so afraid to do 100 until I got a bulk order from France. I was like, wait, somebody in France. And I was so quick to turn it down. Like, please, I don't do outside Nigeria, outside Lagos. So. And he looked at me like, madam, what are you talking about?
How many pieces does this person want?
She wanted about 20 backless dresses.
Okay.
I was like, please, I don't want DHL. Like, I was so quick to just...
stress.
And then he just said, why are you so quick to turn it down? Let's see, he's a business person, so he was able to make me see things from a different... So I think that's why God brought him into my life anyway, to open my eyes to
the possibility of that.
Yeah. And then, that's how Tega's Closet. It started from decluttering my own wardrobe.
Yeah, I remember you used to
into starting
your own clothing.
My own, Right. So it was, I think, what was it before, Steph? I can't remember the name before now, but like I changed it afterwards. So business was not my It's still
Or
not
it's
my
in-
strong suit.
Yeah, but you're still
I
trying
still
it.
falter, but we try every day. I am
Thank God.
open to ideas. I'm open to mentorship. So I have a business mentor. I have a banking mentor. I have a content creator mentor.
Wow.
Oh yes, I love mentor me,
that's
please.
deep.
Mentor me.
Yeah.
I'm always open to constructive criticism.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah,
I'm always
because the
very
way you
open
give
to
the
it.
criticism depends on how the person receives
Yeah,
it.
so I'm always very open
So
to it.
just so that we round up, you always talk about son of Adam, son of Adam, son of Adam, son of
Madam
Adam.
means friend,
son of
though.
Adam.
It means man friend.
But just for like single ladies out
Mm-hmm.
there, what's something that you look out for somebody that you plan to spend forever with?
I feel like anybody that knows me already knows.
You plan to get married someday, right? You speak about
probably
it.
next year. We're speaking it into existence.
I love it. But yeah, what's something that you think that women should look out for when choosing a choice of partner?
Okay, so in choosing a partner, I feel like it's relative because
Okay.
people have different values that guide them.
Yeah.
For me, as a Christian, my values remain in Christ.
Okay.
So whenever I'm looking for a partner, that's the first thing I look out for. Your fear for God. You know, can you dead yourself the way Jesus dead itself for the church? Where do you stand with God when the chips are down? Who do you go to? What's your take on going to church? Because I see a lot of weird things online. I'm just like,
There's God everywhere.
I'm like, yeah, but there's school everywhere. You could have stayed at home and done your homeschool, but you went to
Yeah.
school anyway. So like, I just see there's some weird things. So how for a firebrand Christian, someone that understands deep intimacy with Christ is one thing that attracts me to somebody. Like, when I like a guy, when I see a guy that likes me, I don't immediately, my heart does not get involved first. No, it
that's
doesn't. I
important.
learned that over time, that the minute your heart gets involved and you go to God, you've already made a decision for him. So when a guy approaches me and likes me, the day you tell me, even if I don't like you, I go to God and say, if it's not meant to be, scatter it.
Don't think too much.
I don't even want to waste time. I don't even want to know if I like him or not. Just scatter. And most of the time, something always happens that destroys it. And I'm always like, I don't cry. I'm always like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Because I rather have failed relationships than have a failed marriage. I can't even have a failed marriage. It's not even in my dictionary.
It's not for us as
It's
Christians.
It's really not. So, but like, I rather have that. I rather have breakups than have, a bad marriage. I can't even think about that, but that's how I say. So if you're single and you're a Christian, I feel like the number one thing you should look out for is Christian values in your man, because the man is the priesthood of the home. He's supposed to be able to cover you. The Bible says, can two walk except they agree?
Yeah.
If two of you are not spiritually inclined, it's just going to be you pulling somebody is behind, lagging behind. And trust me, there's always that influence. Imagine you want to go to church. It's like, babe, I'm tired. You can go, and stuff like that. Or you say, I don't want to do sleepovers. And he begins to make a fuss about it. Or why? What do people do it? And stuff like that. And you're wondering, but it's not right. Or you say, I don't want to have sex in a relationship. Hey, well, I'll be like bicycle. Everybody begins to make a big deal about you.
Yeah.
But when you tell that to someone
That is a Christian.
I've met good Christian men that will tell me they don't have a problem. Like, they're not doing it because you said you want to do it. They're doing it because they understand where your mind is, where you're coming from. And it doesn't mean that you're perfect. My pastor used to say this, that you might not be able to find 100% in a man. You can find 80%. The remaining 20 is either you can live with it or you cannot live with it.
So choose the one
that you can live with. So they might have 80, and when I see the 20, I might not be able to live with it. So I take a step back. It doesn't mean that they are bad. It
They're not just for you.
They're not just for me. For my Christian single ladies out there, I would say that I'm also single with you. Because all these people that are talking about my son of Adam, please, I'm single.
Please, because you don't know that other people are hearing you and thinking that the son of Adam is your boyfriend.
Son of Adam, no. If I have a boyfriend, I'll say my man. I will know. I will talk.
She loves love.
But if it's a son of Adam, it just means that he's a friend. I mean, he's a son of Adam, the person that God created.
Okay, we
so
hear you.
It's a friend or a potential.
Yeah, or a
So
potential.
that's just what it is. But if it's my actual boyfriend, I wouldn't classify him as son of Adam.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, your values, spiritual values, need to align first. So before you catch feelings, make sure that whoever that approaches you, take it to God. Don't let your heart be involved first. I know it can be hard, but you need to control it. Because when the heart gets involved, when you're even praying to God, you've already made the decision. So he already knows that you're just coming to me for the sake of coming to me, not necessarily because you need. And God will not like force his will into you, no. You just sit back and be looking at you. So that's what I'll just tell you. Make sure that both of you are spiritually inclined. You guys have the same values, understand where you're going together. And then other things can fall into place. If it's tall, short, fat, all those things to me are secondary. But that's me. Don't take my advice.
Tega, thank you so much. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
This has been a very enjoyable, insightful. Even me as a content creator, I've learned a lot from you today.
Aww.
Thank you so much for coming to Dear Sister. I'm very sure there's somebody out here that, has been wondering about going into content creation. They don't really know what to do. And there are a lot of content creators that are pretty stuck. Like how you said, you reach out to brand. I would never have thought that.
Oh, I do.
I would never have thought that. I just feel like, all these brands come in,
No.
So you need to understand that you need to position yourself as a content creator if you're going to make the money.
Yes.
And this is my wake-up call to me, because I used to do it before, but I think I just stopped along the way. Maybe I got busy.
Sometimes for some of them, it's pride.
You're right. Like, I have a lot of followers now.
Yes. Why do I have to? Why can't they see me?
Can't they see me?
My dear, that's a very saturated market. Everybody. What makes you better than other people?
Hey,
literally. I've had them ask me, okay, you're a banker. Are you the only one? There are a lot of bankers that are doing content. So what makes you different? So, but then when you come to them, you put yourself in their faces. That's why the bank say go and do marketing. You are doing door-to-door marketing.
Yes,
the bank is a big bank now. But you need to be in their faces. You need to them that we are here, because there are almost how many banks in this Nigeria. Please, we're here. We're all fighting for the same customers. The same way in content, we're all fighting for the same brand.
That's so profound.
So you need to see it as, this is my business. If you don't come to me, I'm going to come to you. But also have in mind that rejection is going to happen. Never, ever, ever think if I reach out 30 brands will respond. Some of them will ignore you. Some of them will tell you no outrightly. Some of them will probably never, ever come back to you. But just know that maybe out of 30, 1 or 2 would use you or come back. That's okay.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
I mean, I love that so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next episode of Dear Sister. Bye.